So apparently, I keep forgetting to take my glasses off when I come out here because I'm just going to go back in the house and they're going to be frozen. Probably not as bad as this morning. But here's the terrible thing. I just walked down here and I was like talking to the camera, showing you the ice chunk. And then I got up to the top and I was like, wait, my camera is off. I thought I'd paused it so that I could come down here and show you and you wouldn't have to take the whole thing. But hey, you guys are all stuck in your house today. So why not? If you're not stuck in your house and you're not bored, I won't be. Oh, said if nobody watches this, but I did really want to show you guys ice and how it got. So this little circle stays pretty open for the most part, but it did not stay open after yesterday. I chiseled it out yesterday and I thought, yeah, that should be good. Although it had been, I chiseled it out the night before, or the day before, and it froze up. What morning? Sabbath morning? And so I was like, yeah, it should be good. It's not going to get down as cold. This guy here has a sixth sense because, I don't know, he's like the weather dog. He sleeps outside because I guess he's okay. He's got a doghouse and cats and good shelter, lots of fur. You're used to it. I'm not going to throw it by the pond because I'm not accidentally. Anyway, so he was begging to come in last night, and I checked the weather. Okay, which way is the sun? I don't know if you can see this. This is how thick of ice formed yesterday afternoon, evening, that I had to chisel out. Isn't that insane? Like 2 inches of ice. About it's the whole. It's longer than the end of my finger. It's like almost. It's more than half my finger. Not that I have giant hands. But somebody coming down to get a drink. So the funny thing was, I was just, like, oh, I can't walk. Hi, baby. Hi, Chloe. How are you? She says, "You want to say hi?" She was winning at me this morning. Ooh, she feels warm. A warm girl. She was not happy at me because I was trying to clear her 2 front hooves. Had like, I'm sorry, this is a very ADD story, but she had like platform shoes on the front, and little Princess had like 4 platform shoes, like of ice, and I couldn't find the hoof pick or anything, so I had the claw hammer, and I was kind of trying to at least even it out because it was rounded, and she's had a little trouble, but she did not like that. I got a little bit, and I thought, well, it's going to get up to 40, so I'll come out at lunch and check on them. They're all perfectly fine now. Anyway, back to the story. So I walked down with no axe, thinking it's going to be fine. There's not going to be any ice. And I get down there and I'm like, oh, that's frozen over. I could see where the horses again had sniffed around it and like been like, rah, rah. So I'm like, well, I didn't bring the axe, but it's probably not that thick. I'll just kneel down because I'm not stepping on it. I'll kneel down and I'll kick it with the toe of the boot, and maybe I can just like knock a little hole in there, and then, because there's like no sticks around here. I mean, probably sticks if I looked hard enough, but there's like nothing just handy like a rock. Oh, well, there's the junk pile. That would have been good. I could have grabbed something out of there. I did have these thick gloves on, so. But anyway, I was not thinking clearly at 7 o'clock this morning in the negative 12 wind chill. I was like, I'll just kick it, and then I'll I'll make enough of a hole and I'll just come back like later. I'm kicking it and I'm like, I might as well just be kicking solid ice. As you can see, that's why it didn't work. But so I went trudging up this hill, breathing heavy. Thank you, Laura Shepard, for reminding me that the elevation is 3 times as high as Lexington, and therefore I'm not that out of shape. It's just that I can't get enough oxygen because it's freezing cold and the altitude is crazy. So I walked all the way back up, got the axe, walked all the way back down. Of course, Chloe there followed me the whole way. Like, I need water, so she like leads the way to the water, and she's like, see, it's frozen. Why'd you do that to us? And so I'm gonna take a break here in the shelter that one day they did. Well, I don't think I posted that video. I don't know. One day they were just out in the field as the snow was pouring down, no footprints, and they'd been snowing all night, like just standing in the field sleeping. So anyway, I go down there and she's like looking at, she like trying, and she looks at me. So I get the axe and I'm hacking, and I'm like, man, this isn't thin at all. I cut out a hole about like a 6-inch square hole, maybe a little more, because I was just hacking and hacking and hacking. I'm like, she's just looking at me like, I want water. So I opened it up just enough for her to put her nose in, and she like looks down and she's like, no, this isn't working. I'm like, fine. So she steps back and waits for me to cut the whole hole, which took me a little bit. I had to go stand on the ice. All right, hand it to me. He is a very good fetcher. He gives it right into your hand and always brings it back. But also, what comes with that is, I want to play fetch 9,000 times in a row. Yeah, we usually go board this thing. So, we're down there. And I was like, oh, I'll take a picture of this to send to my mom. I had forgotten to turn the brightness up, and even though it was, just morning, not insanely bright like it is now, I couldn't even tell whether my phone was on or off. And I tried blind swiping, that didn't work. I'm like, ugh. So I saved out those chunks. Usually I push them down and out and they flow away. It keeps open. But I saved out that piece because I was like, oh, I'll come down and show everybody. But with it being, probably don't even need my coat so much anymore, but with it being that warm, it's starting to melt, but not enough to matter. So it was quite the morning workout, doing the hill twice in these. I stole Jack's boots because they're big enough that I can just slide my feet in and out without much effort. And my mom's boots fit fine. I wear those if I'm gonna have to like go into town and actually walk more. Oh, the kitties are all sunning themselves on Chance's bed. And it's a beautiful, beautiful day. I got my earmuffs on because the wind is just lightly breezing. But, oh, and yesterday was really cool. So there's Amish down that road, down there, I guess, and they were all coming home from church. And something I've never seen before, I'll have to also add the video. They had 2 horses pulling their buggies, and they're like fully enclosed front, like flat and boxy and like completely different than at our house, which I guess I've noticed they're different all around us anyway. Like everybody's got different styles, so it's really cool. There was one that just had 1 horse, but I appreciated that they weren't trying to make 1 horse pull all of that in the crazy snow and cold and the hills and the dirt roads. That's very cool. I miss everybody back there, and I hope you're all enjoying this break from having to go places. That's what I like about winter is it should be calmer and you can get a little bit more rest and less busy, but it doesn't seem to be that way anymore. It seems like we just find ways around winter and still do just as much, if not more, since there's not yard chores to do. Well, there's shoveling, but anyway. Love you guys. Bye.